Good, man. What's been happening? Hadn't seen you in a minute.
Golly, I was telling you this before we came on. I missed the hallway antics because I used to do a radio show. I had a little radio show. I bought airtime, y'all. I wasn't good enough to, somebody pay me. I was having to pay some money. But we would have these little hallway antics, and I miss them.
Yeah, man. We were the donut crew on
Yeah.
Wednesdays.
Yeah, you know what's really funny about they said that I would do so good because when does everybody's diet starts? Mondays, right?
Right.
So I'd come in Monday, get up Monday, do great, Tuesday, do great, and I'd already look at Wednesday thinking, damn it, I'm gonna have him, and I'd walk in, you'd be licking your fingers like donuts are right here.
Yep.
Wednesdays was my cheat day.
Get your donut, and we did.
You still getting them?
No, that stopped when
well.
all of this COVID-19 crap happened.
Well, and I said this to you beforehand. I got a couple buddies that are in the radio business, and their work schedules are a little off. And I think you guys just all came back, but even whether people liked working by themselves or they didn't, it was still weird, wasn't it, to have a different where the building's empty?
Yeah. It was like coming in on a weekend, so it was that weird silence vibe. But actually, I kind of liked it. It was okay.
Well, see, you said that to me before we came on. I didn't want you to say that in case your coworkers see this, but
it's not in a negative way. It's just you just come in, you get stuff done.
Not as many distractions.
Yeah. Well, a lot of times the salespeople are out anyway, selling. But for the most part, to come in all day and just have the building to yourself is pretty cool. It's like having the house to yourself.
A lot of people may not know this about you. They know you're on the radio and you're active in community, but they may not know that you're a stand-up comedian.
Yeah.
That kind of went on hold too the last 90 days, didn't it?
Yes, it did. Yeah, and that's the funny part, man. I had a friend of mine who's now in Atlanta, and he wanted me to start coming down and doing some things. And right before all of that stuff started up, boom,
happened.
This happened. So. Yeah.
Are they going to open back up anytime soon, do you think, or have they already done that?
They've already done it. Yeah.
Would you perform in one, or are you still kind of leery of the virus and getting sick and all that?
I don't know. I'd go. I know how to take care of myself. Yeah.
Well, they're 6 feet away if you're on stage, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, I wear a mask. I don't care.
Would you really?
Man, yeah. I'd wear an Optimus Prime helmet if I had to.
Yeah, especially if they're paying, good money.
Exactly.
I'll wear one of those little bubble hats, whatever they got. But were you pretty active on the stand-up routine? I mean, the circuit before this happened? And in other words, have you missed it?
I wasn't as active as I needed to be. It was a lot of stuff going on here. We had a lot of things happen in the building. Took on some other responsibilities. But the plan was to get back out and start doing some things.
We were talking about the Dave Chappelle specials that he released. I think he released 2 or 3 in the last year or two, hadn't he? I mean, he went from not doing much to doing a bunch.
Yeah.
And you've seen him, I'm sure.
Yeah. We hung out with him when he came through this last time. And
you just had to say it, didn't you? You just had to drop it a little bit. You just
I'm just telling the truth. And I mean, it was cool. I mean, he's exactly the same off stage as he is on stage.
Well, I was going to bring it up because I watched his, and he came out with a special about the same time as Bill Burr. And Bill Burr and his specials have entertained me. I bet I've watched both their specials 2 and 3 times each because they're just entertaining. They tell stories so well, which is part of being a good stand-up, I think, is being able to tell a story.
Yeah. It seems to me you have to be in the game for a little bit before you can actually have the time to actually tell the story. I'm still in that part now where I'm well enough known here, but when I go out to different places, I just got to hit you with, you got to do so many laughs, so many seconds.
And we did this on the podcast, the audio side of it, but people don't understand. And I think people may know more now because they've watched podcasts like Joe Rogan and other comedians. But people before that probably didn't know that you just don't get up and start talking. There's a lot of preparation that goes into a routine.
It's a formula to it. I mean, it's a formula.
Didn't you tell me there's so many laughs a minute or so many?
Yeah, so many seconds go by, you should be having a laugh. And once those laughs die down, that's when it gets
awkward.
Pretty scary.
Like, it's funny because I do a bunch of business seminars, right? And when I first started off, I started off when I was in my late 20s, early 30s, and I'm 52 now. But everybody tells you to go with humor. Go start with humor. You got to have humor. And I'm better at it now because I know what's kind of funny and what's not. And what's funny for me is organic. If it's natural, it'll come across better.
Right.
But when I first started speaking to people, I would try to work a joke at the very beginning. And if it goes bad, there's nothing worse. I don't know how y'all do it. Because when I would start off, when I would think something was funny and I would go, and so then he said, I'm not a pirate. And
then
and everybody's like, do we pay this guy? Who's writing checks for this dude? So I think those people that everybody thinks are funny, that thinks they could be a stand-up, it's not that easy, man.
No, it's not, man. There's so many comedians here in the city that are just so good at what they do, and it takes a lot of time. Like Luke Martyr, his nephew is, I want to say he's like 13 or 14, and he's hitting the stages now.
Really?
So by the time this kid becomes 25, 26, he should be amazing. And he's got a good role model in Luke. Luke is a funny dude.
See, I don't know. And I don't know. I'm just not in the scene. I don't go out much. I'm kind of the quarantine life didn't affect me that much because I don't leave the house after 5:30 anyway. So I'm just I'm out so much, between 8 and 5 or 8 and 6 that everybody was like, man, have you hated the quarantine? I'm like, it's kind of the same for me. Kind of the same. Have you the quarantine life when you having to spend more time at home? Was there good in it and bad in it? Did you learn any new habits, or were you never really at home as much as everybody else?
No, I was just like you. I was still coming to work. It was normal for me. What was great though is to be on the highway and no traffic, or it was beautiful.
Us non-essentials screwed it up when we came back. Now it's all bottlenecked again, and it sucks.
Yeah, it does.
Dude, I would get out and it would be like a ghost town. I could get to the store and back. The red lights just right on through them, baby.
Yeah, man.
Have you had a lot of online meetings? Has that gone up the last 90 days?
Yeah, this Zoom thing has been taking off. I'm doing this stuff that I'm doing with you. I did something yesterday. I've got something to do on Monday. Which is cool, but
you're not a fan?
Yeah. Actually, I am, I guess, because you don't have to get out and let's go meet here, let's go meet there. So it's kind of cool.
I'm getting a little spoiled because now I get stuff done and I go from my living room to this little studio in my house, and that's called work.
Yeah.
While the laundry's going.
It's a number of people, man, that are now just like working from home, which is cool.
Two things I wanted to say, and then I'll play a little game with you. I promise you I wasn't going to keep you on more than maybe 10, 15 minutes. First time we tried this, technology didn't work with us, but I'm going to say this. I teased it. I'm going to have Eon with me. This was last time. Mm-hmm. And I got 2 or 3 private messages that, I can't wait because he's the coolest guy I know. And then I actually, whatever, because I posted something about you, and whatever. And then I had 2 people on my page go, Rebecca Stiles is one of them. She posted, he is the coolest.
Rebecca's cool.
No, both y'all stop. She goes, he's the coolest guy I know. And then like 20 minutes later, she goes, and you're cool too, Clint. I went, no, that ship is gone.
Oh,
that
man,
ship.
come
I'm
on,
like,
man.
What, I got to grow my mullet back? What I got to do, man?
Her and Jeff are cool, man.
I just had a conversation with Jeff. By the way, you would love the conversation I had with Jeff because we talked a little current events.
Uh-oh.
And he leaned into the camera a little bit, and I just was smiling because you're not going to change anybody's mind with, a tennis match of ideas on Facebook.
Right.
Me and I think would agree on this. If people really want to change the world, start having conversations when it's not on Facebook with another human being that's different from you. And then that's how you learn. Because I'll say a lot of stuff on a Facebook post, and I'll share a headline. But all of a sudden, if I'm talking to Eric or you're talking to Clint, when you're talking to somebody that's where you get change in the world.
Yeah, of course. I agree,
100%. Yeah, that's what I think. It's hard to judge a whole group of people when you know people with good hearts, dude. It's just hard.
Yeah.
I don't think you can do it.
No, you have to do it on an individual basis.
Well, and 2, it doesn't help when I beat you in a dance-off. That kind of sucked, I think. I just do that. Do you hear what I just said?
No, I didn't, man. Somebody was calling. Sorry
No,
about
it's
that.
okay. No, I just said it also sucks though in our one-on-one relationship when I'm the guy that beats you in a dance off.
You know what, man? I could take an L though, bro.
That
It's
was.
all good.
Let's just be honest. Why that was even remotely, and I'll keep that for. That's like my trophy on the wall, man. Like that belt behind me. It's because I took y'all by surprise. Y'all weren't expecting the running
That's what
man. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
yeah. If you had been expecting it, you would have had something different.
You hit us with the freeze, and then we fell for it, and then you went the other direction, and you just laid it up off the glass. There's nothing I can do about that.
Guess what? That's my one move. Anything beyond that,
okay. All right, well, rematch then.
now I got to learn some TikTok thing that my daughter will have to teach me. Whatever these stupid things are, I don't know what those things are.
Don't do it.
I'm not going to do it. My daughter says, "Hey, get on TikTok with me." I'm like, "Nope, not going to do it." Hey,
my son won't even let me on there.
Be real quick. Nick Bonsanto responded and said, "What's up, Eric from Vegas?"
Nick, what's up, dude?
I did a couple of videos with Nick, man. He's doing good out there in Vegas too. Hey, two things, and then I'm gonna let you go, man. You just helped me do a little quick video about being a dad, and I just wanted to tell everybody I'll be putting a video out next week. But man, your video about being a dad is good. You got a problem? You need to go?
No, people talking. I'm on live. So you want me to turn the camera around on you so they can see who you are? She's like, no.
Oh, who is it? Who is it? Is it?
No, you good. It is the one and only Donna L.
Oh, tell Donna I said hi. Man, well, you can't tell her, but
I'll tell her. I'm gonna write it on a note.
Yeah, write it on a note and tell Donna L I said hi. See if she can.
She said,
"Hey." Hey, well, listen, I've done this 2 or 3 times. Well, I've done it a bunch, but I haven't done it with you yet. I've ended a lot of my videos with people that are known because everybody wants to get to know you better. And you know, they want to get to know Eric better. Everybody, because you're that kind of guy. So I play a quick game of Would You Rather, where I get to ask you some questions, and you tell me would you rather do this or that. Are you ready?
Okay.
All right, Eric. If you could only have one for the rest of your life, would you rather eat pancakes or waffles?
Waffles.
Thank you. Thank you. Amazing, man. People go pancakes, and I love pancakes, but waffles have those little things that catch the syrup, dude.
Little pockets, man.
The pockets of glory. All right. Only have one for the rest of your life. French fries, tater tots, or onion rings?
French fries.
Okay.
Crinkled.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, I went with onion rings. I mean, I went with tater tots because you can do a lot with them, but then I thought I'd never get to have Ankar's onion rings anymore, and then it kind of made me sad. This is a funny one. I asked this with 2 health freaks on the podcast with me, and they got in an argument. This was last week. Chastity Snowden and her partner, Jen Johnson, her workout, one of her coaches, is a hot dog a sandwich? They got in such a heated argument.
I'm going to say no.
Oh.
I'm going to say no because I'm going to say that a sandwich requires 2 separate pieces of bread, whereas the perfect hot dog is 1 piece of bread with a slit in the middle that this is going to sound bad.
Now you got to say it, though.
That you slide the meat into.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is an R-rated video now. Please take. So, you know what's funny, though? I said this to a buddy of mine. He said the same thing, just not as creepily as you said it. I said, what happens, though, if you got the cheap hot dog buns and the bun breaks, and now you just got 2 pieces of bread? Does it become a hot dog sandwich at that point? And
I'll go with that.
Yeah, anything to get out of that. All right, last thing. What's your favorite kind of donut? I know we like the plain donuts because that's what we had. Do you have a favorite kind of donut, though?
Are you talking from a particular store?
You go either way you want to with it, man. Anyone.
If I had to pick between Krispy Kreme and Dunkin' Donuts, Krispy Kreme.
Don't even. Oh, yeah, Krispy Kreme. Yeah, you're right. But is there inside that, do you have a donut with a sprinkle or something you like, or just plain old? See, that's me. Don't screw it up. Just give me the good old hot glazed donut.
Just a regular old fashioned. I don't need the extras.
Do you know the last time I had a donut, by the way? When I was in Brewer Media Building.
Oh, so it's been like months.
Yeah, I'm 13 pounds down, man. I'm getting back in fighting shape. Heck yeah.
There we go.
Heck yeah. Nick Bonsanto, real quick before we wrap it up, said it's meat between bread. It's a sandwich.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll have another podcast. It'll be after midnight. It'll be fun. Everybody will tune in. It'll be great. We'll call it the Waffle House Podcast. Everybody will be drunk and can tune in.
There we go.
Hey, so are you putting anything out right now other than people can listen to you on the radio? Do you have any content you want to share with people where they can go look some stuff up that you're putting out, or are you not back to that yet?
I am still trying to get back to that. I've been dealing with helping out other people with some of their stuff. I've actually for some reason, to be the guy that gets interviewed now, which is weird because normally I'm interviewing people, which is cool. So eventually I want to do something. I want to throw this out there and hopefully he will bite on it. I want to have, are you familiar with Corey Forrester?
Oh, no, I know that name. No, probably just better say no. I may.
Corey's a very funny dude. We've done a number of comedy shows, and he and some of his buddies have gone out and done some huge things. And I want to get him on because I'd have an afternoon show on Big 95.3, and I want to call it Corey Forrester's Friday Fiasco, and that's for just him to just act a complete fool, which he is great at, and you get a chance to check that out. And then who knows, something maybe will pop up from that.
That's cool, man. That's good. And I'm glad you're getting interviewed. It's a lot less stressful when you're just the one getting interviewed, isn't it?
True.
You don't have to have notes or nothing.
No. It's cool.
Unless somebody asks you about a hot dog, then it gets awkward.
Then it gets weird. Thanks, Nick Bonsanto.
Yeah. All right, man. Listen, I appreciate it. I'm glad we got to work out the technology right here. So I'm glad, man. And again, if I don't talk to you, happy Father's Day. And I really do appreciate you taking the time, buddy.
You as well, bro. Appreciate you, Clint.
All right. Talk to you, man. Bye.
All right, man. Take care.